GoHighLevel just dropped Email AI 2.0, which not too many people talk about. And what I wanted to test is, can it replace your copywriter and designer? And is it even worth using? Because on paper, this does everything that you need. It writes the email, it designs them, and it writes in your brand voice, basically making writing emails flawlessly. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through it step by step, how to set it up, how to use it, what it even can do, and answer the biggest question, is it even worth it or it just sounds cool? Okay, so let's jump on my high-level account and start walking through it. First of all, what we'll need is to activate the feature on Labs. So it's not available yet, it's still on testing on and on beta. So what we'll do, we'll go to settings right here, we'll click on Labs, and we're looking for Email AI, right? Let's type it down to make it easier. Email AI, as you can see, beta 2.0, activating 18 days from now. Maybe you're watching it's already active. So let's start, and cool. Now basically it's ready to roll. So let's go back, and where we can find it is if we go on marketing, if we click on emails right here, and let's go to campaigns, create a new campaign. Let's click on blank since I don't really have templates. And what we need is design editor. So if you go to plain text, it won't work. You need the design editor. Okay, let's open it up and let's kind of show you what the feature is and what you can do with that. So we have the regular email, we have the title with basically like as usual. And the magic is on the left. So right here we have the build. Basically, it's where you give it prompt in it, right? You're telling it what you want. The new thing that was added is the assist. And right here, as you can see, I already have some brand voices that I tested before. So let's delete them all. Let's delete my business name and we'll build a new brand from zero in this video. So as you can see, I can select a brand voice, I can design a design kit. So when it will be designing and writing the emails, it would all be in the same. They all look the same and they would all feel the same. They would all read the same. That's a very cool thing. And right here, it helps you customize it even more. What's great about it is AI itself doing it for you. So as you can see, I mean, you will see it in the future, but we'll select the brand voice and it will fill everything automatically and it will create the brand for you. Also, when we'll have all of these in, it will help us write. I mean, it will just help us customize it even more to as we like it. So what we can do is we'll create emails from zero, and later I'll show you how you can just find a screenshot of an email, import it in here, or just take a URL, and it will recreate the email identically, basically, which is crazy. And you don't have to design, code, write, or do anything. Okay, so let's dive into it and we'll start and we'll basically create the foundation to basically the foundation for everything. We'll set up the brand voice and the designer kit in a few minutes. It's super fast. So you click on brand voice and let's create a new one. Let's open up the window. And let's wait a second. Cool. So what we want to do is to add a brand new one. I already have this one, but I don't really care about it. So yeah, you'll be greeted with these two options. Use this one if you've already have like some websites that it can take info and observe stuff. But if you don't really, and if you want to give it a bit more context, I find this version a bit better. Also, give you a cool prompt that can just extract everything for you and make it super easy. So let's start from this one. Let's select this one. And okay, perfect. We're greeted with all of these questions. It looks like a lot, but I made it very easy for you to just do that. Okay, so behind the scenes, I created a brand that is not real. It's not my brand. I want to show it to you. I get done it through Claude, and we have the name right here. So let's copy the name, Bloom For you, obviously, just input or what you have. The type of business is wellness center. Then the website, I don't really have a website, you can skip it. Company email also you can skip. Address, phone number, business hours, you can just skip all of these. Now, voice of tone, fit what's great for your brand. What I like is usually friendly. So I'll pick in that most of the times. Next, we have questions about your brand. So it can just replicate your voice. What I did is a prompt basically for your LLM. I link it in the description below. Basically, it explains all the questions. And since your LLM probably know more about, I mean, obviously it doesn't know more about your brand than you, but it knows pretty well. And it can really help writing all of these. So what I do is I just prompt it, give it to my LLM. Sometimes if you prefer to, you can give it even more context. So if you can if you have like PDFs and docs outside that are related to your target audience, to the pain points, to the avatar, include them. It would be very helpful. But the prompt itself should do really good, and I'd link it in the description below. Okay, so now let's open this up. Let's paste the prompt, send it, and wait. Okay, perfect. So now we have our responses. So what we do is we simply copy each paragraph and paste it right where it should be. So that's the first one, target audience, then customer pain points. Let's copy it, paste it right here. And we just keep doing that till we finish it basically, right? Now for your brand, I would read them all out loud and doesn't have to be out loud, but just read it and understand kind of how good is it, because sometimes your LLM can make mistakes and you know your business better than any AI. And in my case, I don't really care since it's just a fictional business and doesn't matter. So what I do is I just copy everything and paste it in. You just make sure that it's fine. It should be okay, but the more you check it out, the more you give it context, the more you add and like improve mistakes, it would be way better. Okay, so after you copied everything, you just click on Save Brand Voice. And perfect, it's updated. Now we can go back right here. And we are good. Now that's the new one. Let's select this one as default, right? And while we're here, let's already set the design kit. So let's create a new design kit. And I want to do start from blank. Cool. So what we have here is logo 1, logo 2. What I did before is I already asked Claude to do that. So let's get back to Claude. And here is our logo. So let's copy this. Let's download the file here. Download. Let's download the logo. Okay, downloaded everything. Let's do this. Let's just screenshot it. Let's screenshot this. And I am cool. Let's go back here and do this. Now we click on upload. We select the files and we just upload them. Right, perfect. So let's say that's the first one. And it should be the opposite, but see if we can do the opposite, change it. Perfect. One and the second one. Cool. Now, right here we have the colors. Let's add all the right colors. So let's see, we have the Dusty Rose one. Let's copy the name, Dusty Rose. Let's go right here and copy the color code. Paste, perfect. What's the next one? Warm Ivory. Warm Ivory, and paste the code right here. Let's add this one, Deep Mauve. Deep whatever, right? Doesn't matter, to be honest. Paste, and the last one is green, sage green. green, and let's do right like that. Cool. Now what's left to do is basically the typography. So we'll click on the typography and we'll start adding fonts. Let's see what are the fonts that it suggested for me. So it would be this one for the headline. Let's open it up, write it down, perfect. Add the second font, and DM Sans would be the second one. Also, you can add up to 5 fonts, so it's pretty flexible and pretty cool. Yeah, just add the amount of fonts that you need to. So let's click on Save Board, and that is ready for us. Now let's go back to the email itself and actually start writing. So let's click on Marketing right here. Let's go to Emails, Campaigns, and let's reopen the same email. And now, since we already did that and already wrote everything down and set as default, then it should be right here. Let's make sure that's actually this one. Perfect. I did not set this as default, so we'll do that manually. But as you can see, it already take my name, business name. It has the niche, the target audience, the goal. And right here, I can click on personalize. As you can see, it also created the email itself, the prompt for it. Let's click on personalize, and we have language, which you don't really care. And we have the tone. As you can see, we have a lot more tones. Let's select the premium and luxury. What's others? Oh, I can do more, right? Let's just do this one. It's fine. Now, if we go to build, can we give it a bit more context? Nope. Let's see what the email is about. Start here. Okay, the call to action convey urgency and importancy. I feel like it's fine. Let's do just this and test it out without like changing anything. What's visual design? Ooh, cool. So right here I can see everything. And the spacing. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Actually, let's do it fully rounded and like this. Cool. Image style. Let's select image. I want it to be realistic, right? Layout. I don't care about layout. I want it to do that for me. Cool. So let's click right here and see what it kind of generates for us based on all of the information that we gave it. So it can take a minute. Let's see what it does. Designing the layout, crafting compelling. Perfect. Bam. And there we go. Look at this. Pretty cool, right? For basically, I didn't do anything, right? It just created. For some reason, it didn't update the logo. Interesting. Never mind, but you can do that easily by just clicking right here and changing it there, and you've got everything that you need. Right here are the fonts. Here is the copy. You can make it the text maybe bigger, maybe. Yeah, just customize it to whatever you feel like it. Then what I would make sure of is the copy. So sometimes it's not really great at generating the best copy. So I would double check that. For brands like this, I don't really see any problem. It should be fine, but just in case, make sure that it does well. So let's try and do something else. Let's say, hey, I have another email that I like and I want it, and I want my brand to look like it. Copy the structure, and insert my images plus text. Cool. And now if you have a link from, I mean, not necessarily a link, if you have the link of the email itself, like some brands do, if we go, let's go right here. If I open this up, you can see I received an email and I can just view it in browser. So you can just take this link and you can go back to your CRM, to your GoHighLevel, and just paste it in and it will just recreate it. Now, last time I tested it, it just copied the entire email without changing any elements. Probably with one more prompt you can do. Right here, I try to explain it, that I actually want it to recreate that email in my brand. So let's open it up and kind of see the email while it generates. So we have this 30% off, a cool graphic, and then just like images, right? Super simple. Let's see what it can do for us here. Okay, cool. So yeah, as I said, it just recreated the entire email in here. Probably if you give it another prompt and you'll ask him to change the text and everything, it will do it. Also, you can just do it by yourself, right? So you have the graphic and you can just change it. You can change all of this if you like the structure. Overall, what I just wanted to show is that how easy it is now to create all of the emails. Because what I used to do sometimes before is I just create everything in Canva and then I'll screenshot it and then I'll input it right here. But it's not great that all of your email is in photos. So right now it just creates everything for you. And it's so easy and convenient to do. And to be honest, it's pretty great. So that's the new email AI thing. And if I have to give a final verdict, is it good? Can it replace a copywriter? Can it actually remove email marketers? Then my answer is probably not right now, and not in all niches, because what it's really good at is creating all of the graphics. And if your brands like AI, maybe real estate, or like wellness brand that we just did, or like restaurant brands, right? It works perfectly. It works easy. You don't have lots of text, lots of copy, and it's mostly pictures. It generates, and you simply add the links, add the products, and add what you need to. But if you're a brand like a coach, a consultant, where the main focus is on the copywriting and on the stories you're telling, or maybe you're doing outreach to B2B brands, probably it won't be great, right? You don't really need all of those graphics. And before recording, I tested it on just copywriting. And to be honest, it's just not super great. Like there's still a lot of improvement that needs to go there. And you would be way better in writing your copywriting and like coaching emails through Claude. So for you as a brand that relies on the graphics and on all of these cool designs, that would be great. Test it out, and it will be so much easy to get emails out that is just insane. But if you're a business who relies on writing your content and doing it as a plain text, it's not there yet. There's few better alternatives, but it's getting there, and once it will get there, it will change the game. So yeah, that was the video. Let me know what you think below. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop them below and I will jump in there and ask and maybe record a separate video on it. So let me know what you think and speak to you soon. Bye bye.